Most people go through life reacting instead of creating, drifting from day to day without realizing the power they hold. What if I told you that a few shifts in perspective and action could completely change your reality? In this video, you'll discover the truths about your thoughts, habits, and environment that are secretly shaping your life, and how taking control can unlock your true potential. By the end, you'll see life in a way that makes growth, opportunity, and success inevitable. Today, we will talk about this video will change how you see life. 1. You've been looking at life the wrong way. Most people see life as something that happens to them, not something they shape. This mindset creates passivity and limits growth. The truth is that your perception defines your reality. If you see obstacles, you hesitate. But if you see opportunities, you act. The way you interpret situations determines your emotional response and your decisions. When you shift your perspective, everything begins to change. Life stops feeling random and starts feeling intentional. You begin to realize that your mindset is not just influencing your life, it is creating it. A new perspective opens doors you never noticed before. It allows you to see possibility where you once saw limitation. Changing how you think changes how you live. 2. Your thoughts are controlling your reality. Every action you take starts with a thought. If your thinking is negative, doubtful, or limited, your actions will reflect that. The truth is that your thoughts are not neutral, they shape your behavior and outcomes. When you constantly think you can't do something, you subconsciously avoid it. On the other hand, when you believe something is possible, you start looking for ways to achieve it. Controlling your thoughts is one of the most powerful changes you can make. It shifts your behavior, your confidence, and your direction in life. 3. You are not stuck. You are repeating patterns. Feeling stuck is often the result of repeating the same behaviors and expecting different results. You follow the same routines, make the same decisions, and stay within the same limits. The truth is that nothing changes until your patterns change. Growth requires breaking cycles and doing things differently. The moment you become aware of your patterns, you gain the power to change them. Small shifts in behavior can create massive changes over time. You are not stuck. You are simply repeating what is familiar. Breaking patterns requires conscious effort and discipline. New habits create new outcomes and a new direction. 4. Comfort is costing you your future. Comfort feels safe, but it often comes at a high price. When you stay in your comfort zone, you avoid risk, challenge, and growth. The truth is that comfort slowly limits your potential. It keeps you in a predictable loop where nothing improves. Growth always requires discomfort. The more you avoid it, the longer you delay your progress. Stepping into discomfort is not easy, but it is necessary. The life you want exists outside the comfort you are protecting. Discomfort is temporary, but growth is permanent. Choosing growth daily builds strength and confidence. 5. You're underestimating time. Time is one of the most misunderstood factors in life. People either think they have too much of it or waste it without realizing its value. The truth is that time compounds. Small actions done daily create massive results over months and years. At the same time, small delays can create long-term regret. The way you use your time determines your future. When you start valuing time properly, your priorities shift. You become more intentional with your actions and more focused on what truly matters. Time rewards consistency and punishes delay. Every moment you use wisely moves you forward. 6. Your environment is shaping you. The people you interact with, the content you consume, and the spaces you live in all influence your thinking. The truth is that your environment silently shapes your mindset and behavior. If you are surrounded by negativity, it becomes harder to stay positive and focused. If you are surrounded by growth-oriented influences, your thinking improves. Changing your environment can accelerate your progress. You don't just need motivation. You need the right surroundings that support your goals and push you forward. Your environment either supports your growth or slows it down. Choosing the right environment makes success easier. 7. Action is the only thing that creates change. Thinking, planning, and learning are important, but they do not create results on their own. The truth is that action is what transforms your life. Many people wait for the perfect moment, but that moment never comes. Change begins the moment you start. Even small actions can create momentum and lead to bigger results. The more you act, the more clarity you gain. Action removes doubt and builds confidence. Without action, nothing changes. Consistent action leads to consistent improvement. Movement is what creates progress. Action turns ideas into reality, not intentions. Each step forward compounds into meaningful results over time. The courage to act, even imperfectly, is what separates achievers from dreamers. 8. Failure is not what you think. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is that failure is a necessary part of growth. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. When you avoid failure, you avoid learning. The people who succeed are not those who never fail. They are those who learn from failure and keep going. Changing how you see failure changes how you approach challenges. It removes fear and allows you to take risks that lead to growth. Failure builds resilience and strength. Each setback prepares you for future success. Failure is feedback, not a verdict on your ability. Embracing failure accelerates learning and skill development. The more you fail wisely, the faster you move toward lasting success. 9. You are responsible for your direction. Life may not be entirely in your control, but your direction is. The truth is that your choices determine where you go. Blaming circumstances keeps you stuck, while taking responsibility moves you forward. When you accept responsibility, you stop waiting for change and start creating it. This shift gives you control over your life. You may not control every situation, but you always control your response. That response shapes your future. Responsibility gives you power over your actions. It allows you to build the life you want intentionally. Owning your decisions turns challenges into opportunities for growth. Taking responsibility empowers you to act instead of react. When you control your direction, you shape your life instead of drifting through it. 10. The change starts the moment you decide. Everything changes when you decide to change. Not when you plan, not when you think, but when you decide and act. The truth is that transformation begins with a decision followed by action. That decision shifts your mindset, your behavior, and your direction. It may feel small, but it has the power to change everything. The moment you decide to take control of your life, you step into a new path. Your future is not waiting, it is being created by the decisions you make right now. Decisions create momentum and direction. One strong decision can change your entire life trajectory. Now, every choice you make compounds over time, shaping your future. Momentum begins the instant you commit to a clear, purposeful decision. Remember, the life you want doesn't just happen. It's created by the choices you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate. Start today by taking responsibility, embracing growth, and acting despite fear or comfort. Every small step compounds into massive change over time. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more insights that can transform your life. Your journey to a better version of yourself starts now. Take action.